Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to West Park High School in Roseville, California. We've got soccer for you. Iron Rose Football Club against Albion Soccer Club of Silicon Valley. Welcome in. I'm Mark the Phantom Lowe, along with my spotter, Sydney. Just one name, like Cher and Madonna. That's all she goes by, just one name. And we are ready to go. Here is an exciting matchup between Iron Rose. Last week, we brought it to you pictures only, but today we're going to give you everything because Mauricio decided, hey, I'm pulling the trigger. We're going all out. And what we saw last week was a very good match for Iron Rose FC, winning that one 10-0 over CF San Rafael. A couple of heroes in that one will also be on the pitch here today. Nicholas Potts, who had 4 goals in that one. We also had Moshi Walanja had a goal and 3 assists, and Tariq Alabi had 2 goals, and of course others played well as well, especially the defense for Iron Rose FC as they held San Rafael to not only no goals but not a lot of shots on goal really, as they were out there for the first match of the season really looking good. Coach Paul Ramirez told me before that match, he said these guys haven't played as Iron Rose FC yet, but they have played together under different labels, and they are kind of familiar with each other. Most of them are local right now. The roster will change a little bit as the season goes on. This is the second match out of 10 scheduled. We had one postponement against Oakland FC early in the season, so don't know if that one will be replayed or not. We are 2 teams here in the League of Clubs, which sounds fancy, but it's just the name of the league that they're in. 11 teams in the Western region. Right now, San Ramon atop the League of Clubs. They have won all 4 of their matches, so they have 12 points. You get 3 points for a win, 1 point for a draw, and unfortunately, no points for a loss. FC Davis is next with 8 points. And also with 8 points is tonight's foe, Albion SC out of Silicon Valley. They have 2 wins, they have 2 draws, and they have 1 loss. They are coming off a big win over Napa, 6-2. Their only loss was to the undefeated San Ramon team, and that was a 4-3 affair. The Albion team has scored 15 goals. They've given up 8 goals. Of course, Iron Rose FC, just the one match, they scored 10 against San Rafael and gave up nothing. So we'll take a look at the starting lineup. So let's start with the visitors, if we can, for Albion SC. They have Kevin Salto Aguia, number 14 up front, along with Piero Mencola, number 8, and Stephen Orozco, number 9. In the mid, they have Jaylong Lee, number 17, Hector Orozco, number 10, and Ryan Kang, number 6. In goal is Victor Garcia Venegas, and in front of him, Anthony Tofolo Becerra, Samuel Mesameco Kangari, Guillermo Casadillas Vita, and Daniel Lunusa are the 4 in the back line. That is numbers 1, 3, 2, and 5, respectfully. And again, that team is 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. Their last match is 6-2 win over Napa Valley, and again, their only loss was to San Ramon. They have a couple of draws. Both their draws are by a 1-1 score, and they will next be in action. After tonight, they'll have a week off, then they'll take on FC Davis, and that'll be a good matchup as well. As far as the Iron Rose team is concerned, coming off that big win, they're going to go with basically the same lineup, just one change for Coach Paul Ramirez. Juan Negrete is in goal. He wears number 25. In front of him in the back line, number 3, Cole Ravegno, number 15, Christian Trujillo, number 14, Mikey Mazzoni, and the only change is number 6, Keegan Ness, who comes to us, according to Paul Ramirez, a local guy, but he went to Penn State, and he came back and is training with them, and they plucked him out and put him in the starting lineup in front of Juan Negrete in the back line. In the midfield, Jorge Huerta, number 8, Tariq Alabi, number 21, Luis Aguilar, number 18, and up front, we've got Isaac Sandoval, number 13, Nicholas Potts, the aforementioned Nicholas Potts, number 11, and number 99, Moshi Walanja. And Moshi Walanja and Tariq Alabi are 2 of the guys which, watching last match last week, I think we've come up with a couple of nicknames. I like to try the nicknames out. We'll test them out. We'll see how they work. Tariq Alabi, all match, all we did was every time there was a ball, it seemed to end up on his foot. The ball just found him, and he controlled the pace, and so he's the magnet because the ball always comes to him. And Moshi with the 3 assists, a very spectacular assist, reminiscent of one Urban Magic Johnson. So Magic Moshi is born. He is number 99. He will be up front for your Iron Rose FC. Just a couple of things. When you come out here to West Park, which is a tremendous location out here. Just a fantastic high school. Although I thought, high school this fancy might have windscreens or something out here, just big giant ones to block the wind. They don't have that yet. I don't know if they have been invented. but it's still a fantastic atmosphere out here. We've got in the concourse, Sac Republic is represented out there. We've got Roseville Youth Soccer, some Kids Zone stuff going on out there as well. Masa Masa Tacos is coming out there. They will be patrolling the area and giving their wares. We're going to have the teams coming out now as they will march out in the procession. I want to mention, obviously, I didn't understand this, but I must have Aaron Jackson out here doing the public address, Placer County's own fantastic journalist and podcaster. But, I mean, come on. Aaron Jackson, are you kidding me? He's already been climbing on the field. He chased a coach down. He's an intrepid young fellow, and he's out here doing the PA this time. We've got Sean in there working the scoreboard. We've got, obviously, Hannah up on the roof doing the cameras, and my man Mauricio is putting this all together and doing a fantastic job, working nonstop, answering his phone, checking his emails and doing all kinds of stuff. So that is our crew here for this one, the second match of the season for Iron Rose FC. After tonight, we'll have a couple of road affairs, which we will not go on. They do not send me out of town. I tend to get lost. And we'll be back here on May the 9th, which is a Saturday, which will be the premier matchup of the women's team, Iron Rose FC. So that will be a fantastic, exciting night. That'll be on May the 9th, and we will bring that to you. If you can't be out here, we will bring that to you right here, courtesy of DT Sports, and it will start at 7 p.m. as well. And if you are coming out tonight, which I don't know why you'd be watching if you are, but in the future, just so you know that we take care of you, it's a little windy, as I mentioned out here, a little breezy. We do have hot chocolate. Don't worry. The hot chocolate is flowing over there. We will take care of you, along with the hot dogs and everything else. But the hot chocolates are also Masa Masa Tacos, as I mentioned. I was eyeing the taco plate, also the carne asada when I was coming in. I was going to tell them to hold one for me for after the match. I don't know. I might have to go down there at halftime and put in my order and check things out. So we talked about Iron Rose FC with their big win last week, 10-0 over CF San Rafael. We mentioned Nicholas Potts, and I was talking to Coach Ramirez. Nicholas Potts evidently flirted with joining the Sac Republic at one time, and then suffered an injury, and is just rounding himself back into shape. So a tremendously talented player. We could see that from the match last week, but a tremendously talented player, and very surprising that he was as active as he was and as tuned in as he was, and that was his first match in quite a while. Aaron Jackson running down the starting lineups, as we've already done, doing the opposition here in the blue, the Iron Rose FC in the white, I think is the way we're doing it tonight. That's the way I'd do it if it was up to me. Anyway, so Nicholas Potts, so he is flirted with the Sac Republic, so he's out here playing, and Coach Ramirez says we will get new players. There will be other players coming out as the season goes on, but we also will be retaining a lot of these players too. We have a couple, I think the 11 we have starting. We have also, I should mention the substitutions, for Iron Rose FC, 4 of them, Jaden Campos, Arjan Desange, James Maria, and Edgar Vega. All 4 got in the match last week. In fact, Maria was a starter in the backfield for the Iron Rose FC. As far as Albion is concerned, Miguel Guerrero Melendez, they have Arno Colunga, Luis Scott Belito, Isaac De Silva, and Nikolai Gonzalez. So those are the 5 substitutes that they brought with them from the Silicon Valley. And we're getting the announcements of the starting line, but people are starting to file in. Dressed for the win. As I said, the wind screens are not up yet, so they're dressed for the win. But a good crowd. We had a great crowd last week come out here. It was a very pleasant evening, and I think this one will turn out to be pretty pleasant as well when all is said and done. And it really promises to be a fantastic match between 2 good teams. And I think Iron Rose is, talking to Coach Ramirez. I says, you've coached these guys before under different levels. I said, what kind of message do you give them, before the match? What are you talking about? What's your philosophy? What's your theme? And he says, hey, we've got to the finals national with another squad, and we came in the runner-up, and we do not want to be the runner-up again. And so that is exactly what they're talking about today, and that is their focus as they go out there, is to go ahead and not fall short. And we saw that last week with the performance that they put on there. I talked to him, Coach, also a little bit about his attacking style. I said, because defensively, you know, you can talk about the offense all you want as far as putting the goals up, and they did that certainly with, you know, the Magnet and Magic and everybody. But defensively, they were on it all the time, never letting up from minute 1 to minute 90, and never really allowing San Rafael to breathe and really get something going. It'll be interesting to see if they're able to do the same thing against Albion SC. Because first of all, they played 5 matches already, so they're pretty, you know, probably pretty tied in as far as what they're trying to do. And also, they've had, you know, they played San Ramon, lost by a single goal. They had a big win last week against Napa. They have another win earlier in the season by a 4-0 count. So obviously, they've achieved some success out here playing in the League of Clubs. And so I don't think there will be any kind of intimidation factor. And, you know, we had San Rafael got here maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes before game time, and maybe they weren't warmed up, and then the Iron Rose squad put a goal on them in the first minute and kind of got them behind the 8 ball, so to speak, right away. And so that one kind of put them back. But I don't know that Albion will be the same, as they look like they are ready to go here. And they'll just do the Star Spangled Banner has been concluded, and we're going to just give the knucks to each other, and then everybody's going to go to their respective corners. And it is Albion in the blue, the home team in the white with the black shorts. Albion's going all blue with white stripes. And again, Sydney and I respect the fact that the numbers are very big on the back, and they stand out, and we like that. As announcer and spotter, we really like the fact that the numbers are very easy to see, and hopefully we'll make them easier for us to identify for you, because as we saw last week, this game is really quick, really fast-paced, extremely athletic, and extremely aggressive, too. Last week, mostly on the one side, Iron Rose. San Rafael, again, got behind the 8 ball real fast, and although they fought till the end, they really couldn't get anything going, and I think this will be a little bit different. So I'm sure Coach Paul Ramirez is warning his guys and reminding his guys that these guys are going to come out to play. And he has got to go ahead, or they have got to go ahead and play from the first minute as they did last week. As we mentioned, Iron Rose will on the road the next 2 weeks against Afghan on the 5-2, and then against Napa 5-9. They're back home against Fuego U23 on May the 16th. We'll be here for that one, bringing it to you at 7 o'clock or 7:05, whichever comes first here. As we were just getting ready to go, we got some kids, you know, giving some advice to both teams, which I always think is good. You want to get some 9, 10-year-olds out there to give that last speech to the club. They tend to come up with some nuggets that you can really use, and really helps the effort. As they're going to wave them all in, get the final picture. Oh, they're getting pictures. I like that. Coach Ramirez has his team gather around. No kids in that huddle. I don't know if that's going to make a difference. I think they just said, hey, you guys made the trip with us. You can go ahead and be in our picture. Roseville Youth Soccer all over the place out there. I dodged a couple of them coming in, you know. I tried to return one. I shanked it. It was a pathetic performance. And they just said, no, you can't play anymore. You have to go inside. So it was, you know, it was a blow to the ego. It wasn't great. I wasn't real happy with it, but, you know, sometimes you just, you know, use that as a basis to get better. It's basically what I need to do. So a little bit of a breeze, as we said, but, you know, relatively sunny skies, a little cloud overhead, but actually kind of pleasant in here, sitting up here in the press box. Again, a tremendous stadium here at West Park, just beautiful, and a great place to watch. And like I say, we have people filing in even now, getting ready for this one. Got to take the old trek from the parking lot in here. It takes a minute or two. But hopefully, if you're in the area and you want to come out and enjoy some great soccer, you will come out here to one of these. Like I said, next week we don't have a match here, but then on the 9th, the women's team gets their first match, and on the 16th, the men are back. So we're going to give you pretty much nonstop soccer through basically through the end of June is when the season completed. We have to take, you know, hopefully play all 10 of the other team in the League of Clubs, and making that one up against Oakland at some point, you know, so we can see, as mentioned, San Ramon has already played 4, and Albion's played 5. FC Davis has played 4. Oakland's played 4, even with the postponement. San Rafael, who we played last week, has played more than Iron Rose, and so the home team's going to have to catch up. And we are just about ready to go. The referee's striding out to the middle. Looks like number 9, Steven Orozco for Albion. He's joined by number 8, Piero Mancola. And should be Kevin Salto Aguia, number 14, on the other side there. Whoever's playing the music likes Guns N' Roses a lot. I've heard a lot of Guns N' Roses tonight. Last week they just played songs at any time they felt like it. They just threw a song in there, which is a lot of fun too. So it will be the home squad, FC, Iron Rose FC, putting into play as we just waiting for the ball, which is considered central to the whole affair. Iron Rose going from our right to our left as Casadis Vita gets the last drink of water. Right center back is back at right center and ready to go. Looking for a good one here from West Park. Two teams which have to be considered among the top in the League of Clubs. Albion in second right now, or tied in second with FC Davis. And Iron Rose just 1-0. And let's go. Quickly out to trying to attack, trying to get it to a lobby, but couldn't do so. Albion wants a handball. Rubigno controlled it, and now here comes the visitors. That's Kangari in the back. Ryan Kang with it. Deflection from the defense. As we talked about, the defensive intensity was a key for the Iron Rose team last week, and Nick Potts is trying to do that. A lobby puts it out of play. The throw in will go to the visitors. Ryan Kang switching it. Comes back to Kang. Nice job by Potts to run that one down. Here comes Rolanchi, gets one guy, feeds it up to Isaac Sandoval. Sandoval will take the shot, deflected, and it'll be a corner for Iron Rose FC. So Magic Moshi, who had 3 assists last week, laid that one out perfectly for Isaac Sandoval. And now we're going to have a corner kick. We had a couple of different guys take it. We think it's Isaac Sandoval there in the corner. He puts it out low, and it squirts the way through, all the way past into the other corner where it's retrieved by the home team. Out to Aguilar, who puts it, trying to find Rolanchi, and he saves it, but no, he doesn't save it. It's over the end line. So a very low corner kick, which found its way all the way to the other corner. And it ends up being the property of the visiting Albion SC. Again, there's that pressure that we talked about. Controlled, and now here's Sandoval trying to take it back away. It was Rubigno had it momentarily for the Home Roses. Orozco back to Vita. Potts gets in there. A lobby with the header, but it goes to Albion. Huerta is going to get called for the foul. A little bit late on there, but I feel like if you push a guy to the ground, It probably is some sort of infraction. That's just me. Although watching the NBA playoffs, and the playoffs, it gets a little rough. That's not always an infraction, is what I'm saying. Looks like we actually had an offside call. So Albion will put it into play. Just getting started here in minute number 4. Casadis Vita. Indirect, he had to get the goalie to come out. That is Venegas. Defensive pressure again, resulting in a possession Potts, but nicely played. That was number 5, Daniel Lanusa. Got it away momentarily, but it'll be a throw-in for Iron Rose. Cole Ravigno doing the honors. Laid out for Potts. Potts gets by 1. His pass to Walangi. Moshi controls, goes in with the left foot. Nicely played by Venegas in goal. Sandoval puts it back into play. Walangi all over it again. Who's got it going to be off? It will be a corner kick for Iron Rose. Tremendous play by the goalie, Victor Garcia Venegas, as Walangi used tremendous footwork to get the shot off his left foot. But Venegas up to the task. All right, Huerta, it looks like going over to take the corner as we have a momentary time. We're going to look over. Is that Aguera out there? So it is Jorge Huerta taking the corner kick this time. That was Aguilar, who was working on the shoe or the shin guard, the sock or something, and we'll put this in play from the corner. That one a little more height on it. Headed back by Sandoval, straight up in the air. Cleared out nicely by Albion, and now they've got a little bit of momentum here as Orozco controls it. Taken back by Iron Rose, and that's Aguilar. And he'll get the deflection off of Ryan Kang and the throw-in for the home team. Albion with some good defensive play, but loses it out. That was Jae-Yong Lee coming in on that one. Wearing number 17. Little give and go. Potts with it. Sandoval on the left side, well defended though. Sandoval takes it right back away and he hits the ground, and that will be a call. Quickly out to Potts. A lobby with it. He's going to try to get a little bit of room. That's Trujillo. Christian Trujillo puts it back. No one goes after it, and it'll go all the way back to Venegas. Iron Rose has been successful so far in keeping the play in their half of the field. Their offensive half, so the lobby uses his body. The magnet kicks it out to Ravigno. Got some space, 1 to beat, comes back to the middle, comes back again. Huerta lets it fly. Here's Walangi, and he's offsides. Huerta put it straight up in the air. I think it was Sandoval had a chance at a header, couldn't get there. And Walangi is offsides. And here comes Albion. Aguilar pokes it out of play, and the visitors will throw it in. Aguilar steps in, nice defensive play, and he's going to send it all the way at the goal. He had a goalie coming out, and he missed that by about 3 or 4 yards, I'm saying there. He had his goalie coming out, Venegas, probably about 10 yards in front of the goal, so he gave it a shot. And it'll end up with Albion. There's Sandoval again, and that's the kind of aggressive, the tenacity that we saw last week. It's serving them in good stead here tonight as well, because the visitors have not been able really to advance past midfield. Well, that's just not right to make the goalie go up into the hill over there to get it. Where's the hill kids? Got to get some hill kids over there. 8 minutes into this one. One close call. No score as of yet. They're going to feed it out to Hector Orozco. Nifty footwork. And pokes it through. Nicely done. That one is laid all the way out there for Orozco. Here comes Juan Negrete, and he gets it to Potts. Good passing right there. Aguilar with it. Good. He switches the field and gets it down the right side, and Walangi is on it. Moshi comes through two guys, moves through three, leaves it for Sandoval. A little bit heavy on the touch there, and it's taken by Albion. And they return the favor, though. And the Roses will take it on. We have a little bit of a Hector Orozco is limping out here, number 10. Midfielder for the Albion SC. So we had a whistle there, momentary stoppage of play. Referee says, give me the ball. Come on, Mikey Mazzoni. So he says, all right, I'll just send it back to my goalie. Ready. Knocked out of play out over there, number 17 on that one. That was Jalen Lee. Long throw coming up, trying to get Walangi, use his speed. He's got Kangara back there who sends it back, and Walangi doesn't give up, and that pass, a little bit awry. Huerta with it. Sandoval, nice defense by Albion. It gets away, and here's Alabi, sends it, and just misses the right side. Tariq Alabi picked that one up, metaphorically, with the left foot and just drilled it to the left of the goalie, to the right of the goal, and just missed the first goal of the game. Tariq had 2 in last week's game. He is being called the magnet because the ball just seems to find him all the time. Revigno with it now. He sends it into the middle, give and go, but well defended. Orozco comes up with it, poked away by Aguilar. Kangari long down the left side. They're going to send that one for Isaac Sandoval. I don't think he's offside. That one's going to go all the way out. Let's see what the call is. And we're going to have a corner kick for Iron Rose FC. Traded long passes there, and the home team got the better of that one. And Huerta will go over and take it again. It looked like number 8. Third corner kick already for Iron Rose FC. And we are just about to get into the 12th minute here on the first half. Bulk of the action controlled by the home team. That one is headed out of there defensively. Iron Rose comes over. That is Mazzoni all the way down there. It's Revigno with the defensive play. Nice job in there by number 13. That's Aguila. Ryan Kang with it. Again, pressure for Iron Rose FC. Finding tackle there by Huerta. That one sent all the way down the right side. It will not stay in play. And Iron Rose will throw it in. And they'll do so to the goalie Negrete. He'll send it all the way to the right side. And they're going to send that one for Sandoval. The goalie is way out, and he will wait for it to get to him. And put it back in play. Kangari, number 3 back there with him. Also, Castisis Vita, number 2. I want to go off Aguilar, out of play. That one's poked away that time by Potts. So the visitors advancing incrementally down the field. Looks like Daniel Lanusa threw that one in. Revigno had it for a minute. Now Mazzoni helping out, and that will go off on Iron Rose so quickly thrown in by the visitors. They're given ground to maintain possession. Coming all the way back past midfield and ending up with Vida. Potts takes it away. Rebegno, nice play. Tarika Labi sends it over to Walanji. Moshi, one-on-one, and it goes off the defender. The throw goes into Sandoval. Uses the header, gets it out to Potts. Potts taking the shot. We've got Sandoval down. Walanji with the, shoots it in the back of the net. That's Moshi Magic Walanja for the first goal. Saw Sandoval down a little bit, and Moshi just took over. It's his second goal of the season. It's at the 14-minute mark. And that one's up on the board for Iron Rose. So about 15 minutes they spent on the Silicon SC part of the field, and that one finally resulted in a goal. And it's back with Sandoval. He lays it out a little too strong for Potts. Well, Andy again, and he was hitting the back, it looked like, and they're it looked like he was hitting the back there, and it's ending up going to be laid out there for Orozco, but up to the task was the newcomer, Keegan Ness. They call a foul. And the cries of what happened on the other side. Foul on Rebegno. That one sent all the way through, and it'll go over the end line. It'll be a kick for the home team. Looking for Potts. Oh, defensive play going over the back. Hopefully he is all right. He was on the back of Nicholas Potts. Might have come down and hit the back of his head there, holding the neck. So we're going to have a timeout here and check out, make sure that Daniel Lanusa is okay. Walanja with the goal, the first one in the 15th minute, and the score on this one is 1-0 in favor of the home team, Iron Rose FC. We're going to take just a second to get everybody together so they take all the time they need for Daniel Lanusa. So far, the action has been in the half of the field for the offensive half of the field for Iron Rose. Walanja with the goal. We had Alabi almost scoring. We also had a couple more that just missed earlier, and another one was a tremendous save by Venegas. So it could be more, but encouraging to see that Iron Rose FC have not put away anything that they did last week. They have really come back out. They are putting on the pressure defensively. They are putting on the pressure offensively. And it looks like Lanusa going to get up and a couple of smiles out there, I think. So that is great news that Daniel is going to be all right. See if he remains in the game. And I think he's going to be sent to the side, at least momentarily, by our head referee. And he's going to call everybody back out on the pitch. And hopefully we will see Daniel Lanusa again before too long. Trying to figure out, I have a roster here for the other team, and they don't have a number 13, and I have a number 13 out on the field. So that is making things a little problematic when he is involved in the play. Alabi throwing it in. He's looking for Potts, and it's poked away by Quesadillas Vida back there, number 2. So back in action. Comes all the way back to Mikey Mazzoni. Ravigno and Mazzoni play catch. Aguilar in the middle. Moves it over to the right side. Trujillo's pass picked off. Trujillo comes back at it and pokes it to Wilangi, and here comes Moshi. His shot is caught by Venegas. Moshi with 3 assists last week. I thought maybe he was going to get 1 too, but he went for the goal on that one. Resulting kick is controlled by Iron Rose. Ravigno and Mazzoni. Alabi flipped over number 9, Orozco, who gave an expectant look at the referee, but nothing happening. They're going to send that one for Wilangi, but that one is too strong, and Venegas was wise to the game there. He was waiting for that one. So Quesadillas Vida comes up to this right side, approaching midfield. You'll find Lanusa, who is back in the action. His pass, though, was poked away and saved by Iron Rose. Potts all the way back in the defensive side, and we're going to get a call against Iron Rose, so a throw in for Lanusa. Immediately, Potts pokes it out of there on top of the trainer's tent. Nobody being trained at the moment, so that was not a problem. Coming to you from West Park High School in Roseville, Iron Rose FC 1. Albion SC Silicon Valley, nothing. And Gary in the back, his pass is poked away, and here comes Wilangi from the right side. He's got to move. He puts it in the goal. Back of the net. Let's make sure. I did not see a flag go up, and Moshi Wilangi has got himself his 2nd goal in the past 7 minutes. Wilangi again, and give that assist to Jorge Huerta. Great job picking off the pass and putting it right out there, and the defender wanted offsides, and Moshi was right even with the defender, and he used the speed and puts it in the back of the net, left corner, bottom left. A 2-0 score for Iron Rose. The mysterious number 13 will put it in play. That's Hector Orozco, number 10, who had it momentarily. Lee back to Venegas. Quesadillas Vida. And here comes that pressure to Alabi, the magnet. He's got it. He's going to poke it over to Wilangi. Good job closing. Wilangi lifts it up. Oh, off the crossbar. Potts tries it, and it's wide right. Alabi, the magnet, to Magic Moshi, and just missed getting his 3rd goal. So the pressure really has beginning to tell, and a lot of it is coming off of passes that are deflected or stolen and setting up chances for Trujillo defensively, keeping the Albion player off it and allowing a throw in. There's a little kid. There's one of the ball kids over there crawling underneath the sign to get that one. Well done. Get over here on this hill. Sandoval pokes it up. Good defensive pressure by Albion, though, and they'll poke that one back. Vida has it. Header by Potts. Spin move, goes to the ground. Ravigno is all the way up here. He's going to take the deflection, try to keep it in play, and can't do it. So Cole Ravigno coming all the way from the back line. And we got there's the hill kid. Now we got it. Now we're working it. Oh, we could have an extra ball, would have been nice down there too. I mean, I'm no expert here, but I'm just saying, Sydney, if we had 2 soccer balls down there, we'd just get one and throw it back in. She didn't care. Just our second game working together. She's already so over me. That pass found no target. And the Roses will throw it in again. Trujillo for Willanja. He's in a one-on-one situation, and the call's going to go against Daniel Anusa. So that'll be a kick. Probably about, let's see, I'm going to call it around 20 yards. So Lanusa called for the foul. Now we'll have a free kick. About 28 yards away. Goalie comes out, well defended by Albion in the back, but Potts is all over it with the possession. Comes out here to Revigno. Cole sends it to, that was Trujillo putting it up in the air. Playing it on the hop there. Sandoval trying to. But it's Aguilar again in the middle of the action. And Alabi, the magnet, pokes it away. Strong play by Albion. That was number 8, Mencola, who got the possession. Pero Mencola. And the kick to the visitors. Again, a pass that was just a little too far in front of the intended target. And an unforced error there gives Iron Rose the possession. And they'll take the long throw again. Deflect it and out and throw in again for Trujillo over on the far side. His pass intended for Alonja, but well defended back there by Lanusa. And it'll go all the way through. And the visitors will put it in play with Venegas. Again, 2 guys on it. Nicely played there. Poked out of play by Iron Rose. So that's Becerra, number 19. And we're going to get a call against the visitors. That's a Roscoe who picked it up and probably right next to him. First he had the foul, and Rubigno was the fouled player, the player who was fouled by Roscoe. And then he picked the ball up and flung it, and Tariq was standing right there, and Tariq is still down. Kind of a credulous more than anything else that the referee just didn't assess some sort of penalty immediately, which he did not. We're going to have a kick. It looks like Mikey Mazzoni will do the honors. And he will go back to the middle. Keegan Ness, number 6, the newcomer. And here comes Wolangi out there with the ball. He's going to leave it out for Sandoval. Well defended in the back by Vida. Comes down again to turn that shot away. Moshi with a couple of good chances. And Vida up to the task. Ness playing defense back there, watching that one go out. It'll be a throw-in for Keegan. Wolangi's so dangerous, and just out of nowhere, he strikes. And give Vida the credit on that one. He was up to the task on the pass and then on the shot. Pass, but it was picked off. That's Gary in the back there. Venegas gets it to a lobby, back heeled by Potts, and pounded out of there by Vida. Trujillo trying to get possession. Let's see if it was off of Christian. And no, no, it was not. The visiting player thought it was. He picked it up and threw it in. But when the guy's pointing the flag the other way, you're not going to get away with that. All the way back to Juan Negrete, who hasn't had a lot of action today. None in the defensive category. A lobby. Huerta sends it up for Rubigno, hits him in the back. And he, I think, was offsides anyway. Took an extra. We're going to get a yellow card. I think that's going to be assessed in number 3, Cole Rubigno. I think that was play after the whistle. So Rubigno gets the yellow card. And Albion puts it in play. And again, they're really not able to complete passes off of free kicks here. That's 3 in a row. And that makes it a lot easier on the defense. Another long throw, but we got a whistle before he's going to. A little bit too far forward for the referee's liking, and he called it basically traveling. And here comes Albion. And their pass again, trying to get it up to somebody up in front, just missing the target. That time that was Steven Orozco who was the intended target, and not really near him. So we'll try it again as far as the throw-in is concerned for Iron Rose. And it ends up down with Venegas. A little less than 15 minutes to go in this first half. It's been really dominated by the home team. They lead at 2-0. Rubigno with the yellow card is sandwiched between 2, and the foul is going to be assessed to Becerra, I believe. Luis Aguilar will put it in play. Potts is down this left side. He is anticipating a pass. Of course, Wilangi over on the right is always the target. Goes back to Mikey Mazzoni. Negrete looking for Tariq Alabi. Actually, I think he found Potts, and it is off of Potts. Jaeyoung Lee got it in. Becerra. Alabi uses the body, and I think he used it a little bit too much. He's going to be called for the foul. He's the magnet because of how the ball sticks to him, but not necessarily other players. That time he blocked out basically, and a little bit too strenuously for the referee's liking. And here's Kangari with him. He's going to send it all the way down to Negrete, and that's as close as a shot as the visitors have had in the first 32 minutes of this one. One up to the task, and he'll fling it out to Cole Rubigno. Aguilar. Mazzoni. Negrete. That one was headed straight for the goal. It's a good thing Juan was up to the task. Good pressure by Albion. And it goes off of them. Mazzoni into Negrete. Uses the left foot this time. Rubigno's pass a little bit behind Alabi. Tariq with a little spin move, a little balletic move there. Maybe he wants to be called Baryshnikov. I don't know. I like the magnet. That's laid out there for Sandoval. No flag. Isaac is 1-on-2. He lays it in for Potts. And it goes to his left. Back in the middle, nicely defended by Kangari. Still, Iron Rose still after it though. Kangari runs down one guy. And he is still down. Deflection there. It's Willanja against Lanusa in the corner. Physical play ends up, stays in. Nicely done. Player is up. That was Isaac Sandoval, and he is up, but we have a throw in for the home team. So Isaac was down for a while. Made his way back up, and here comes Iron Rose. Deflection. Potts tried to pilfer one there, but it's cleared out into the stands. A lucky souvenir for a fan. Oh, you don't get to, okay, you don't get to keep it. Aaron Jackson says you don't get to keep it. Why not? I guess not. He's going to just go up and tell him to go to get a taco at halftime, so he doesn't care. Wow, they do look really good down there, though. I might have to venture down there myself. Potts is being manhandled by Becerra and the foul called on Anthony. Kick will be taken, it looks like, by Cole Revigno. He's going toward goal and just poked out of there by Venegas. Revigno almost had himself a goal. It's going to be a corner for the home team, and Cole just kind of puts his left hand up. Yeah, I give it a shot. Venegas maybe a little bit taken by surprise, but then recovered. It's the football field, not the crossbar. And here comes another corner. Now it's got a little air in it, but headed out of there defensively by Albion. Iron Rose with it. Mazzoni up there. I think, was he out of play? Yes, he was. Mikey set up out of bounds there on that one. And that's going to result with the visitors in possession. Orozco. Nice spin move right there. Poked ahead to mysterious number 13. He's got Revigno to beat. Revigno slows it down and then deflects it. Throw in, visitors. Referee moves him. He's very much of a stickler about where you're throwing it in from. I like that. I like that in a referee. And now he's moving him all the way back. A little penalty. I like that too. I don't know what we've got, to be honest with you. I like being honest with my people. Ref comes over to talk to Paul Ramirez. I don't think he's saying we were playing 35-minute halves, so probably a warning about some sort of behavior. That's what happens. Throw in for Becerra. A lobby defensively. It's cleared out of there, and we have, it was over the end line. So a lobby on the defensive play, and a kick for Juan Negretti. Revigno has it deflected out, and the Roses will throw it in. A lot of difficulty with people picking the ball up and throwing people and not being able to handle it. Alabi sees Sandoval. Huerta tries to head it up to Willangi, but takes the pass away, and there is Willangi against Kangari. Moshi has it, but it's taken away. Nice play by number 3, Kangari in the back. That pass is jumped by Revigno, and now he's got a head of steam going up the left side. Sends it back to the middle. There's Kangari again. And he lays a beautiful pass out here. That was Mercola with that one. Mazzoni up to the task, though, to cut off number 13, who ends up falling over a lobby. And it all ends up with Juan Negretti. Vigno trying to save it in, but taken away, and nice give and go. Mikey Mazzoni has to put it out of play, and he puts it into, I think that went into Antelope or somewhere, North Highlands maybe over there. When he puts it out of play, he puts it out of play. I hope we have another ball because that's going to take a while to go get that one. Here we go. Looks like Mencola will do the corner, and it is rejected. Walanja working against Lanusa, and Daniel gets the best of that and sends it all the way back to his goalie, who's camped at about the 25-yard line. Pass to the middle. Here's Albion. They lay it up there nicely. Mazzoni is up to the task. Potts with it now, under pressure, and goes to the ground, and with throw, it'll be a call against Albion SC out of Silicon Valley. Mencola comes back, gives a hand up and a handshake, and Aguilar puts it in play and gets it right back. He's got Rubigno on the left side with him, but he was looking for Moshi, and he's got him one-on-one. Tries to go over the goalie, and it is too far. Just what a weapon number 99 is, and what a pass that was to get it to him, and his effort just misses. He's got 2 goals today. He's got both goals for Iron Rose, and he also almost has 2 more. Looked like we did get a call as far as an offside was concerned. By the way, they allowed us to have the excitement first, and so that's what's important. Gary blasts one, but again, there's nobody there for Albion. Orozco's begging the referee that he says he was fouled. Sandoval puts it out of play, and it is a throw-in for Albion. Moment of hesitation there as the player who was defending went back to defend against another throw, but the referee on the side said, no, it's going the other way. We've got a call now against Albion. And these guys are saying they're sorry when somebody hits the ground. Behavior is improving here as we're about to enter the 42nd minute of the first half, which has been, quite frankly, dominated by the home team. Iron Rose up 2-0, 2 goals by number 99, Moshi Walanja. But it has been, again, the defensive effort, which has been highlighted almost as much as the offense, as they have basically held Albion to maybe 1 shot on goal in the whole half. A little chatter going, a little talk show action out there. Probably like a first take kind of, I'll yell at you, you yell at me kind of thing. And so the referee says, I'm going to just move this Stephen A. Smith guy a little bit farther back. And that'll just take all the problem. Yeah, if they had a big old desk on that show, it wouldn't be as bad. Laid it all the way out. Here's Sandoval going after it. It's deflected. Nicely played by Albion there. And they're going to come out with it and look for the middle. They've got it to the middle. That's Orozco. That is Hector Orozco, number 10. Steven Orozco is number 9, and that pass taken away by number 99, Magic Moshi. Strong challenge, but maintaining possession is Aguilar, and he's going to send it through. He was looking for Potts to take a shot at it down there that time, but Nick did not do so. And here's Ken Gary trying to get something started. But a lobby, again, the Magnet has it at his feet. Rubigno's been offensive-minded here in the first half, and he's going to lay that one out looking for Walanja, but it's cut off by Kingari and cleared by Albion. Mikey Mazzoni sneaks in there to get it, but now he's got to get back. Beautiful play back there by the newcomer Keegan Ness to bring that one back into play. Lee and Becerra combined, but Aguilar ends up with the possession. Great half so far for the home team. Just got to close it out a couple of more minutes here. They lead it 2-0. Negretti finds Ravigno. Cole again looking offense and ends up with a lobby. Tariq sends it looking for Walanji, but didn't get it high enough, and it's cut off. So Tariq just goes and chases it and tries to get it back. That's how he rolls. Popped up by Venegas. Ravigno, another offensive move by Cole, number 3. Works around the defense. Centers it. Walanjo just trying to get the shot up a little short and cleared out by Albion. So Moshe thinking about it again, and now I think we have the goalie down for Albion. That's Venegas. And as we get ready for a corner, I think I might have to go hit the hot chocolate stand at halftime. Goes carne asada perhaps. I'll put it away for later. Venegas gets back to his feet. He looks to be okay. Everybody is checking everybody out. You're okay, you're okay. All right, we're fine. See who we've got putting that ball in play there. It might be. And it's headed over. It was Christian Trujillo, that's what I thought. Christian all the way from his right back, going all the way to the left corner there. And Sandoval got up and headed that one. But it was maybe 3 points through the goalpost, but that's about it. Closing moments here of the first half from West Park High School. Venegas with it, under pressure from Sandoval. Isaac trying to pick out a problem. Walanji picks off the pass. He's got it one-on-one now. A little shoving going on, but a throw-in quickly gets the throw-in. And the shot on goal, Venegas, another beautiful save. I think that might have been Huerta. And it was knocked out of play, so it is a corner for the home team, the Iron Rose FC. Venegas with a couple of brilliant saves in this first half, or this could have been a much larger score in favor of the home team. That's Jorge Huerta in the corner, the midfielder. Might be the end of the half. He puts it in, headed out of there nicely defensively by Albion. Once again, Iron Rose with it, but out of play off of the foot of Nicholas Potts. Another give and go. Becerra with it again, and there's a lobby again. Jalen Lee up to the task. Walanjo with that incredible speed came all the way from the back, and he'll send it down to Negretti, take some of the pressure off. Juan puts the foot to it. Tries to return the favor, but Kangari is there. Sandoval with it, and he is offside. Actually, Walanjo was offside. Had a nice little give and go going there, too. Too bad. Thought we had a whistle for a half. We had a whistle for, again, in the wrong spot. Can't do it in the wrong spot. And then we do have a whistle for the first half. So, at the end of 45 minutes, the home team, Iron Rose FC, leads this one 2-0. Just recapping, Moshe Walanjo at 14 minutes had the first goal of the game, his second of the season. Then in the 20 minutes and 30-second mark, he got a pass from Jorge Huerta and put in his second goal of the game. Venegas, the goalie for Albion, has made a couple of beautiful saves, or it could be a much bigger score. But right now, as we sit here at West Park High School, getting ready to go out for a little bit of halftime entertainment, our score, Iron Rose FC and Albion, Iron Rose FC 2, Albion nothing. You're watching Iron Rose FC on DT Sports. Enjoy halftime.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
come back yet, Sean? Not yet. Very good, sir. And we are back here at West Park High School in Roseville, California. Mark the Phantom Low here, along with Sydney the Spotter. And we're bringing you second half action, and we will bring you second half action between Iron Rose FC and Albion SC Silicon Valley. The home team on top 2-0 in this one. Both goals by Moshe Wilanja in the 15th minute and the 21st minute. His second goal was assisted by Jorge Huerta, number 8, the midfielder. But it's been all Iron Rose so far. Offensively, they dictated the pace of play, and defensively, they certainly have. They have not allowed Albion to really get into the offensive part of the field for them, and they will come out here in make any substitutions. They do have a couple of players on their bench, but they are getting ready to go. They're ready to go, and Iron Rose, talking to Coach Paul Ramirez, has played a great 45 minutes, as we said. 2 goals for Wilanja, a couple of near misses from Moshe, a couple of other good shots from Sandoval, from Alabi, and from Potts. And so they have really put the pressure on Victor Garcia Venegas, the goalie for Albion. He's really been up to the task for the most part. He has 2 or 3 tremendous saves back there, amongst probably a half dozen saves. He has let the 2 goals in by Wilanja. They'll give the Iron Rose team the 2-0 lead. But what I think the Albion is trying to get something offensively mounted against the defensive backfield and midfield of Iron Rose FC, because they have not been able to crack that code yet and get anything going. I think the closest they had might have been a corner kick late in that first half. So that's something they will have to think about. And also, it's balanced out by getting their defense, that the relentless pressure from Wilanja and Sandoval and others for the Iron Rose FC. We've had Nicole Ravigno, the left back, has really made a couple of inroads offensively. He's been an offensive frame of mind. Alabi obviously is always offensive as far as out of the midfield. Huerta and Aguilar have done what they usually do. Potts has really not had a lot of shots on goal. He had 4 goals in the first match, the 10-0 win against CF San Rafael. He's had a couple of shots in this one. We've had a couple of crossbars hit for the Iron Rose FC. And they will be going from our left to our right here in the second half. Christian Trujillo back out in the field, the back. Looks like we have a substitution. I believe number 18 for, so we have number 13, who we don't have on our list. We think he might be Kevin Salta Aguilar, because I don't think there's a 14 out there, but there is a 13. So we think that is because Kevin's played the entire match. So that's the working assumption, but now we have number 18 as far as I could tell, and I don't have him listed on any roster. Looks to be a center mid perhaps, but here we go with second half action. And here is Wilanja coming back, turns and lays one out to the left side. Nick Potts working that left side as he did the entire first half. His pass just a little behind the intended target, and a throw in for the visitors. It is a little bit wide and picked quickly. Laid right out there. That is Potts, and he lets it go, and there's Benegas up to the task again. Tremendous play by the goalie for Albion FC Silicon Valley. Another beautiful pass by the offense of Iron Rose. Just couldn't get it to go past Benegas. Send it all the way back to Negretti. Mancola putting some pressure on. Here come the home team again. But that one well defended in the back line. And Albion trying to get something going with Mancola. That's crossover. Defensively back is Trujillo, and he will put it out on this near side here. Throw-in coming up for Albion FC. That one's sent all the way over to the other side by the new number 18. That's Kangari back here. He is pressure from Malanja. Moshi just looking for a chance to pick one off. Goes all the way back to Venegas. He was looking for Aguila, but defense was up to it, and now Albion will control, but it'll be all the way back in their defensive half. In fact, all the way back to Venegas. Huerta sizes up that header, gets it up here. Actually, we have a new player, number 10. That's Arjan Desange is in for Iron Rose. So Desange, who scored last week, is off the bench. He is in. Moshi Ulanja's try goes out of play. So Desange is in there wearing number 10. Throwing to the side, the header goes up and too high. That was Desange with the header. So he did this last week. He comes in and gets immediately into the action. But that one was high and wide. So Venegas will put it back in play for the visitors. Aguilar again in the midfield, just everywhere. Punches that one out of play. Nice pass to Alanji. He gets by the defender quickly with a spin move. And closed down as Kang comes over, and that's a nice play by Ryan Kang to get possession and put it out of play, though, so a throw in for Iron Rose. Trujillo comes down to throw it in. Let's see if he does one of those long throws. He's thinking about it. Yeah, he's going to let one fly. All the way in. Back heel by Willanja, poked out of there by the Albion defense. Trujillo comes up and puts it out of play. Good job by the visitors. Well, that Willanja had the old back heel. He was right in front of the net off that throw from Trujillo, but couldn't get anything out of it. And now we'll have the throw in. And again, you better throw it in where the ref says throw it in, and he's going to whistle it down. We've seen that, and it sneaks up a little bit. And out of play. Just getting started here in the second half. First half was all the home team. That time Negretti lost control of that one, and his ensuing kick goes in the sands and comes back. Orozco to throw in. That is Hector, number 10. Aguila. I think we're going to have a foul call on Albion. Orozco putting pressure on Juan Negretti, but he gets it out there nicely. Leaves it and going down to the ground, losing the ball, Iron Rose. Long pass was on target, but was well defended and put out by the back line. That is Mikey Mazzoni over there. I think we got 3 subs coming in, it looks like. That's Miguel Alexander Guzman Melendez is one of them. Luis Scott Benito And number 21 is Isaac Nicolau da Silva. So Da Silva, Bolito, and Melendez are in for Albion. Looks like coming out, well, one of them was Piero Mancola. So already 4 subs this half for Albion SC. Trujillo now. Tries to dummy it. Turned away. Nicely done by Albion. They get possession. And the newcomer, Da Silva, has it. Orozco takes the shot. Just misses on the left side. Number 10, Hector Orozco, delivers one from about 30 yards out and just outside the right post. Negretti went full down to try to push it out of there, but it was a little bit wide. He puts it in play. Step there with the newcomers. It's like Colunga and Melendez are both forwards. Wolange's try is deflected out off Albion. So Trujillo will throw it in. 53rd minute here from West Park. He's going to let one fly again and try to get it behind the defender. It's deflected. That's Kangari, but it goes out of play and a throw in again for Christian Trujillo, and he'll do the long throw in and try to get try to convert that into a goal for his team. Measures it a little bit, gets a couple of steps and lets it fly. Poked away and cleared out of there by the defense. And nice job by Cole Vigno to get that to go out of play and a throw in for the home team. That throw goes a little bit higher, I think, than he wanted to, and I think we're going to have a call on Iron Rose. Venegas puts it in play. Well, no, got more whistles. Yeah, again, I tell you, you can't put it in the wrong place. This referee is very much a stickler. I like that. Moved him back about 8 yards on that, and here we go. Orozco tried to get that one. It's all the way out to midfield. Kang controls. Kicks it back to Casadis Vita. And there's Kang, lays one out there. Nicely placed, but good job defensively by Iron Rose to poke it out. Ryan Kang with a nice little wedge shot over the head of the defender. There's a shot and scooped up by Negretti. I believe that was one of the newcomers, Da Silva, taking that shot. So they've put a little pep in the step there for Albion. Defensively, that is in play still. Orozco with it. His pass is picked off and headed up to Huerta. Nice job by Rubigno. He's going to send one down the left side. That's Potts over there. He's got Vita to beat. Comes back to the middle, takes the shot, and again, Venegas is up to the task. Victor Garcia Venegas has allowed 2 and thrown away about 9. Aguilar in the middle, switches it over to the left side. A little give and go with Negretti, who puts it out. Nobody but white shirts there, and they're going to leave it out for Willanja. And Moshe has one to beat Kingary. He goes straight at him, then goes around him, trying to get down to the end line. And here he is. Puts it back of play just a little bit too strong. That's how he got his assist last time. That shot's going to come back and go all the way over the head of Kingary. Trujillo with it. Moshe lays one in the middle, headed out of there, but stopped, shot, and scored! Nicholas Potts, number 11, comes up with the deflection, takes it away, and puts it in the left corner. And that's the third goal for Iron Rose. Putting pressure, the entire Iron Rose team putting pressure on Albion and not letting them get out of their half. And Potts was the man in the right place. Chested it down to his feet and put it into the bottom left corner past Benegas, who's, going to the miracle jar a lot today, and that time it was empty. And the home team was up 3-0. Orozco will take over. That one's crossed over. Nicely defended. That, I believe that is, it was Mazzoni back there who cleared it out. That might be number 12. And that one goes all the way through. Trying to see who that was that cleared it out. James Maria was number 12, and I don't think he was in yet, so we'll see. So here comes Iron Rose. That's Willanja against 2, and poked out of play. Yeah, it is Murillo. Murillo is in, number 12. Kang again in the right place. Gets possession. To Silva with it. So the newcomers have started a little bit of energy here for Albion, but there's Desange with it. A lobby controls Arjan. Nice spin move to keep it against 2 defenders. And the home team gets possession back to Negretti. Well done by Arjan Desange. Trujillo heads it up to Willanja. Moshe sends it out. Might go out. Play by Trujillo down to the right corner. Centers it, just misses his connection. Still in play though for the Iron Rose team. To the middle. Poked out of there, and again another try. Potts working his way through. Shot is repelled by Venegas. And here comes the, I thought here comes the defense, but it was poked away and then taken by Huerta, who tried a shot that was a little bit ill-advised in the sense that it went 20 yards over the top of the bar. I think that's Alabi who's hobbled a little bit down there. All the action in front of the goal. Tariq is moving a little slow. And it'll be Venegas putting it in play for Albion. Again, nobody there, and it gets the top of the training table, and someone's on the training table. It hit the tent, not the table. That would have been bad. Trujillo will throw it in. Sets Willanja down the right side. Moshe pulls it back, ends up at Trujillo. Willanja Alabi's try to get it to Christian Trujillo is a little bit lacking, and the visiting Albion SC will take over possession. Venegas will reintroduce the ball to the pitch. Thought we had a handball. Referee said, no, we don't. Albion attacking on the right side, but the pass had no target. Trujillo on the other end of that one. Christian sends it to Alanja. Alanja gets by the defender. He's got one to beat. He goes, centers it. Potts leaves it. Shot. Desange, no. Very unselfish play. Very nice pass. Trujillo tries to jump on that pass just a little bit too late. Newcomer De Silva with it. Headed back, retained. Aguilar in front of Orozco. He'll take the shot, and it's high and wide. (3-0) in favor of Iron Rose here. 63rd minute of this one. You're watching it on DT Sports. Mark the Phantom Low here, along with Sydney the Spotter. The PA today. Sean, of course, running everything. Hannah on the cameras. Mauricio, just the genius. Just the tech man. The wizard. That's our crew. We thank you for checking us out on DT Sports. We're back again in 2 weeks on May the 9th. Alanja sends it all the way over. Potts trying to run it down. He gets there trying to kick it back into play. De Silva showing some defense, but Iron Rose chooses to send it back to Murillo. It was Keegan Ness up there offensively trying to get in position to make a difference. And showing one of the traits of Iron Rose so far, which is just tireless enthusiasm and energy and defensive intensity, because that has been the hallmark of them through the first 154 minutes of the season. They have just not let anybody breathe offensively and been putting the pressure on the entire pitch. They'll have a free kick here from about 50 yards away. Trujillo is over in front of us. He's calling for it, but they didn't get it. May get it eventually as Murillo is in control, and James sends it a little too high and wide. It'll end up being Albion thrown in. Ness, where he might be called for a foul on De Silva. Yes, he is. So Isaac Nicolau De Silva off the bench for Albion. Iron Rose again, just seeming like they have more players on the pitch. Just seem to be there all the time, and that's Desange who lays it out there for Tariq Alabi. He's got a guy in the middle, sends it over there, but it's deflected and poked out of there by the defense. Ness heads it forward. That was Gary who cleared it out, but a throw in for Iron Rose. We got a substitution coming in, number 30. That's Nikolai Aiden Gonzalez will come on for kind of a hitch in the giddy up there. I think that's number 5. That's Lanusa, who was down earlier and came back. So he is out now for Gonzalez. Did he save it in the corner? Yes, he did. A throw in for. No, it's going to be a corner. Thought he signaled a throw in. Yeah, they're going to pull it back out. Okay. So Gonzalez is on. Lanusa is off. And Iron Rose will throw it in deep in the left corner on our offensive end of the pitch. The long throw in is poked out of there. And now we're going to have a call against Iron Rose. Got a little rambunctious, as Mom would say. Venegas puts it in quickly, but headed out of there beautifully. Iron Rose nicely laid off for Willanja. Good play by Desange. Moshi looking it over, figuring out who he wants to get it to. It is Desange. Desange defended by Kingary, gets it back, pokes out to a lobby. Ness, the newcomer. Moshi Magic sets one up, and there's Venegas, pokes it out. There's an open net, but well recovered by Albion. And then Willanja has it at the baseline, headed up and cleared out. Kingary. Iron Rose puts it in again, headed by Alabi, just misses. Man, a lot of chances. Venegas is going to be one tired guy on the ride back to Silicon Valley because he is so busy today and he's played so well. 3-0 really doesn't tell the story. A lesser effort by a goalie would be about 8. Getting near the 70th minute here. I think we might have the referee putting Trincalabi off. Number 2, Jaden Campos comes on. Campos comes on. And Trincalabi comes off. Looks like it might have been his arm. Here's Gonzalez putting it in and controlling for Amiens. Ryan Kang lays one out for Orozco. Murillo up to the task, and that will be, let's see if it's going to be a, nope. Good job by James Murillo getting possession for Iron Rose, shielding the Albion player off of it. Kang with a nice little touch pass, but it's a little too strong, and good defense by James Murillo. Ready with a powerful kick. Kingary comes up with the possession. That pass a little too strong. Desange with the header. Controls, sends it down to Willanja, but that's close to the middle of the field. And Albion, the back line, is up to the task, and they send it back to Venegas. A little bit. That's the most space I think that they've had the whole match, and that one again. Their long passes have not been on target today. Their free kicks, their long passes have been woefully off target. This is the 6th match of the season for Albion SC Silicon Valley. 2 wins, 2 draws, 1 loss. That loss just by 1 goal to San Ramon, who's the top team in the league of clubs right now with a 4-0 record. Going to be a throw-in for Albion. Kingary has been in the center of the action a lot. I mean, there's been a lot of action on that side of the field. You know, again, you can't mess around when you're throwing it in again with this ref. Flag goes up, the whistle's blown, and it's a throw-in for Iron Rose. Trujillo says, I haven't thrown it in the whole match. Let's get the new guy, Jaden Campos, to do it. New kid has to throw it in. Nice play by Gonzalez. Turns around, there's Desange. He's got a guy to his left. He's got two to his left. Nicely defended in the back line there by Albion. Throw in for Iron Rose. Could have been a goal for Iron Rose. Reminder, we're back here not next Saturday because the team is on the road next Saturday, but the Saturday after, that's May 9th at 7 o'clock. That'll be the first match of the women's Iron Rose team. So we're looking forward to that. That'll be a big deal. Come on out or check us out. There's a shot in. Venegas again knocks it away. Is that Murillo number 12 who took that shot? Couldn't see. It was a header that just was poked out of there by Venegas. Again, what a job he's done tonight. So make plans to come on out or check us out on DT Sports. Corner for Iron Rose. Headed out there by Kingary. Coming up quickly and putting it out to the side. Nice back heel, that time by Mikey Mazzoni. That is Campos controlling. And Mazzoni. Mazzoni is shoved to the ground, and it's going to be a call against De Silva, I believe, number 21. Jaden puts it in play, tries to find Aguilar, but it's behind him. And here comes Albion. Orozco with a little space on the side. Murillo on defense. Falling back is Ribigno as well. And Iron Rose slows him down so everybody can get in position. Gonzalez just came in. He has it. De Silva just came in. He's going to get it out to the middle, but Aguero's right there. Luis Aguilar, what a job he does in the middle. A little trip there, but no, taken away by Albion. The shot is wide. So they got the shot in there, and it was just a little bit wide after the change of possession. Trying to see who took that shot. Looks like Alexander. No, Melendez. That's Melendez, number 7, who took that shot and just missed. Trying to save it, couldn't do so. Off the kick by Negretti. Orozco with it, lays it out. Maria tries to poke it out of there. Controlled by Gonzalez. Kang, Gonzalez again, in traffic, leaves it. De Silva, Kang, De Silva, Gonzalez, Kang. He'll send one. Oh, offside. Almost connected, but the flag up immediately on that one. As the mysterious number 18 was trying to get in a position. Kang saw him and knew he was there, and he just took off a little too soon. And the connection not quite made. Inside 15 to go here from West Park. 3-0 is our score in favor of the home team, Iron Rose FC. Oshiwalanja with 2 goals, Nicholas Potts with 1. That one's laid out there perfectly for Christian Trujillo. He puts it across the middle, backheeled out by the back line of Albion. De Silva in the middle of the action, tries to get through 2 guys. Trujillo's one of them, and he takes it away. Not so fast, sir. And he lays it up there for Walanja. but it's poked around and finally covered by Venegas. Venegas gets it out of there quickly, but just as quickly the Iron Rose defense is on it. Aguilar with the header taken back by Orozco. And Gary tries to clear it. 2 Iron Rose players right there, and they'll get possession. Lays it out. There's Trujillo again on this right wing. Comes back to the middle, takes the left-footed shot, but Venegas up to it. And he's going to get it out as soon as he can. He's got an intended target just a little bit too strong. Now, that one wasn't off target like the other ones. He was trying to get it to Bolito, and he just put it a little too high. The bounce was too much. Trujillo backheels it, headed by Desange. De Silva in there defensively. Arjan comes back to get possession. Poked up to Willanja. Ness leaves it out for Potts. Nicholas comes in, lets it fly just a little bit too far ahead of Willanja, and it'll go out of play. Moshi gives him the acknowledgement. That one went out of play and came back in as fast as they could. They got that new ball in there quickly. And here come Albion just as quickly. Take the shot, and right there is Negretti. I thought there could have been more that come out of that one, but he chose to take the shot. And Juan was right there. Trujillo. Little misdirection there. Nicely defended. That's De Silva in the way again. Clever pass almost. Looking for Melendez from Bolito, but too far. Huguenot's fighting for it, and eventually Iron Rose gets it, and they tend it to Willanja, who leaves it out for Potts. Again, Venegas with another great save. Might have been a kick save and a beauty on that one. As another shot at goal, it's got to be up near 20. Throw in coming up for Iron Rose in that deep left corner. I think we're going to have a substitution here. So that's going to be Edgar Vega coming in. So Coruvegno, who's been incredibly active out there today, is going to leave for Edgar Vega. And the throw in here from Iron Rose is headed out by 2 Albion defenders. But Aguilar ends up with it somehow. And now Desange is going to take a shot, but it's deflected. Vida clears it to Gengary. And here comes Albion with Bolito controlling. And now the call against Iron Rose. Must be getting late because Can't Touch This came on and I started to move rhythmically. I'm not going to say I was dancing, but there was some rhythmic movement there. I'm not proud of it. De Silva, tempting fate there as Moshe Willanja was around. Potts is called for the foul. When Moshe's around, you don't want to play with the ball too much because he'll sneak in there and get it. Melendez pokes it up ahead. De Silva, who's moved from left all the way over to the right side, is going to get a throw in. And he's down. Luckily, nobody has been down. It's been down for very long in this one. We've had some guys down. So a kind of a little hitch in the giddy up there, but he's going to try to work that out as a free kick coming up. I think Orozco, that is Hector Orozco, number 10 over there. About 17 yards away, we'll say. Maybe call it 20. No, he does not. It's taken by the other player, but not poked out of there with 2 fists by Negretti. It's hard to tell who eventually took that. It was not Orozco, though. Quick throw and is headed out of there. Moshi's just kind of like eyeing that one. He's got it against 2 defenders. And they add another defender, so then it's 3-1. So Albion with it. Melendez, the newcomer. And De Silva, who comes over to this side of the pitch now, keeps it in. Good defensive effort over there by Campos. And we're going to get a call against Iron Rose, and it'll be probably the best chance for Albion SC in this match. You got Bolito, they got De Silva up there. Let's see who's going to end up taking this. Orozco as well. Just about 15 yards away, left side here. De Silva, number 21. Orozco, number 10. De Silva took the last one with the left foot. Let's see. It's going to be Orozco this time. He lays it out there, and right there is Negretti, and I think he was expecting that one to come right at him, and it came right at him, and he's going to lay on that one and hatch it for a little bit before he sends it to Trujillo, but the wind kind of got that one, and that was off target. Melendez throws it in. Orozco with it, and cleared out of there, nicely defended by James Murillo. No, the little kid's got to go get the ball. Oh, no, we got the other ball coming in. Okay. Just got to coordinate those extra soccer balls. That's our problem. Throw in is headed out of there to the middle, cleared out. Gary is out here about 40 yards away. He'll send it over to Orozco. One-on-one against Campos. Arjan Desange had it for a minute. Ryan Kang has it now, and he'll send it over to the right side. He'll give and go there. That's De Silva. He's got it at the end line, and it goes too far. In possession for Iron Rose. Moshi Wilanja with 2 goals in the first half, and then Nicholas Potts with a goal here in the second half. That's our scoring. Iron Rose showing that tremendous defense that they've shown the entire 2 games that we've been out here, as they've yet to allow a goal. And do not make me the announcer's jinx on that one. Orozco takes the shot and curves it in and pulls it a little bit too far outside the right post. As far as Albion is concerned, not a lot offensively. Got to be really impressed by Victor Garcia Venegas, their goalie, who was a half dozen tremendous saves, not just regular saves, just tremendous saves. And he's been facing shots for the last 90 minutes. We got a yellow card for probably wasting time for Negretti. This referee didn't mess around. Juan was pointing to the other guy, saying maybe he was telling me to wait, but I ain't taking it. So he pounds one out toward midfield. Trujillo with a nice header. It's laid out there for Wilanja. He's got one-on-one. The goalie is out of the goal. Wilanja goes around him. Now he's got to take his time, send it in the middle. The shot is deflected and picked up by Venegas. Very fortunate was Albion that time. Iron Rose in there taken away. Nice job to maintain possession for the visitors, and they still have it here. Comes all the way over to Melendez, and then cleared out of there. That was Jaden Campos with the clear. Albion will have next week off, then they'll take on FC Davis, who has tied for second with Albion. That'll be on May the 9th. Again, Iron Rose is on the road, the men's team, for the next 2 weeks, and then we're back on the 16th against Fuego U23. A win tonight would improve the Iron Rose slate to 2-0-0, give them 6 points. Again, some teams with many more games under their belt. This loss would drop Albion to 2 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws. Clearing it out of there. He was getting a little pesky there. Being on Lee had a pretty good look at it, but the Roses cleared out. Comes all the way down to Venegas. He sends it deep. Iron Rose keeps it in play. And there's Willanja again, back-heeled it. Didn't make the connection, though. Here's a Roscoe, goes into the middle, back out to De Silva. Lee. There's a shot just high and wide with the left foot from about 35 yards away. That was number 7. That was Melendez. Here comes Iron Rose again. Moshi going out at left side. He's got a guy right in the middle, perfectly passed. There's the shot, and it's off the post, or is it in? Players think it's in. I don't think they counted it. They counted it off the post. They're going to look at the post to see if there's any markings on it. Referee said, I'm not tolerating this stuff. Going to call it, see if he gives him a corner. No, it'll throw in. You could see that goal developing too. It's just too bad. By inches, it was not counted. Headed out on the try by Christian Trujillo. Another throw in for Iron Rose. Referee's going to have a word with somebody in the middle there. There's a little bit of, maybe a little tempers flaring a little bit as we're at the end of this one, 90 minutes in the books. Throw in, cleared out, shot back, and out of play. Christian Trujillo to throw it in. Willanja leaves it for Potts. Potts tries a bicycle kick, and right there is Venegas to spoil it. His kick is taken by the wind and goes out of play. So it kind of fitting right there, as Venegas has been the center of the game for most of it. Campos puts it into Aguilar. He lets one fly, looking for Potts again. He goes to the turf, gets up, tries to dispossess, and he goes after the loose ball and puts it in the corner of the stadium. Referee makes sure there's no hurt feelings. And I have a feeling as soon as this ball's put in the air, we might get a couple of whistles. And as always, I'm wrong. Desange and Potts trying to close it out. Can Gary. Vida. There's Ken Gary. Comes all the way over. He's going to let one fly. Campos watches it. They're going to be content to let that roll over the end line, and it does. Negretti will put it back in play for Iron Rose FC, about to be 2-0 on the 2026 season. And there it is. There's your whistle. Another great performance by the home team. A final score of 3-0. We'll go over it again. Walangi with a couple of goals in the 15th minute and 21st minute. That second was assisted by Jorge Huerta. And then in the 57th minute, it's Nicholas Potts converting to make it a 3-0 final score. Shout out to Victor Garcia Venegas. Very, very impressive job in goal against Iron Rose FC. Although he gave up 3 goals, or they scored 3 goals, he stopped about a dozen more from getting into the net. So the home team improves to 2-0. They are, as we said, on the road for the next 2 weeks. The visitors go to 2-2. We are back here in 2 weeks on May the 9th at 7 p.m. as the women's team of the Iron Rose Football Club makes their debut. For Mark the Phantom Lowe, for Sydney the Spotter, we say thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Our final score again, it is the home team Iron Rose 3 and SC Albion nothing. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.